Our video views are dropping. I guess my latest video, City Gas vs. Ice Magic, didn't do so hot. Yeah? People were kicking up a fuss about it being a waste of natural resources. Is it me, or have the Japanese become bizarrely well-mannered in the past 17 years? Well, stanzas like that make more sense when you consider how many more people out there have thrown their lives away looking grocery store ice cream. Looking grocery store ice cream? Is that a euphemism for something? No, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Anyway, we have to cut back on unnecessary spending starting today. This will be my last auction purchase for a while. What is that, Uncle? I finally got my hands on it. A book with the final results of the Sega Saturn game reader rankings. I can't die before I see this. That thought might have been what kept me going in those awful 17 years I spent in the other world. Right. What an absolutely trivial thing. See, there was this mag called Sega Saturn Magazine, and it had rankings for Saturn games. The games were ranked according to reader votes, so there was no pandering to advertisers. It was all legit. Sadly, I missed out on the final ranking charts while I was off in the other world. So we read here on the magazine, Saturn games are the best in the world. A true Sega fan. Anyhow. But it's published right here in this book. Takafumi. You see this? This holds the last page of the Sega Saturn's history. I really couldn't care less. Let's see here. The final first place spot went to... Oh, you're jumping right in. Ah, a port of a PC Gal game. I'm guessing you don't play Gal games, Uncle. They were all the rage in those days. Nah. Those games tended to have some erotic stuff in them. Excuse me. And they were recommended 18 and up, so I couldn't buy them. If it was just recommended, couldn't you have bought them anyway? Yeah, I guess that wasn't what you wanted to see topping the charts, huh? Look, I mean, I don't have anything against Bishoujo games. Alright, viewers, Bishoujo means pretty girl games. A Bishoujo game is a pretty girl game. What may be called a hentai game. Anyhow, viewers, I'm going to take a deep breath for one moment. Please do not be surprised about the sound. Alright. That particular exhalation is supposed to be healthy. I do some particular health modalities. Do not really be surprised by that. It helps me talk and really continue without stuttering if I do a good deep inhalation and exhalation at times. From the reviews I've seen, this game's system and story were really well received. I don't doubt that its spot at the top was rightfully earned. It's kind of sad to see all those hardcore, manly gamers succumb to love affairs at the end of the day. I see. That's a lie. Huh? Guardian Hero should be first, okay? busting out fighting game moves on humongous enemies, integrated without remotely spoiling the side-scrolling action gameplay. And perfection deserve way, way more credit. 197th place? Are you kidding me? 197? Phew. But hey, second place went to an original RPG for the Saturn. Oh, I don't play RPGs. You don't? Alright, viewers, I'm going to take one more deep breath before I continue. Alright. Let me continue. They're always fine at first, but then, when you go back to play more the next day, you forget what you were doing and where you should be going next. You need salt to defeat slugs. Why am I holding salt? I see. You know, the other world had a number of RPG-style elements. Really? 𝒂𝒂𝒓𝒄𝒄. Wretched orc, our village will never yield to filthy swine like you. You mean this? Oh, that's too early. Fast forward. West of here, at the fire shrine, the legendary blaze dragon has come back to life. Our village will surely be razed to the ground if something isn't done soon. Every time Uncle went to a new town, he'd have to battle the villagers first. Alright. Once again, I'm going to take another breath. So sorry for the interruptions. Alright, I know that is weird, but apparently that particular type of breath is good for my liver. Alright. The only thing capable of destroying the Blaze Dragon is the God-freezing sword passed down in the Ice Clan. Trouble is, the latest descendant of the Ice Clan is, well, a tad bit uncooperative. Oh. This is really RPG-esque. For so long as the ice in Maybelle's heart remains unthawed, so too shall the God-freezing sword remain sealed. What frigid eyes! Alright, I am going to have to do a girl's voice. Remember people, this is not voice acting, this is narration, so do not expect some sort of first-class performance. Once again, I'm going to take another deep breath. Alright. Apparently that's supposed to be good for my lungs. I often think of the power blossoms that my mother and I used to admire atop Mount 𝒂𝒐𝒍𝒍. They were so beautiful, the memories. I am sorry for that. I am. I really am. Alright. So anyway, I marched straight to the shrine and slew the Blaze Dragon. Why? That was a brutal fight, but I managed to defeat it with a little ingenuity and an attack pattern memorization. No, that's not what You were supposed to go to Mount 𝒂𝒑𝒍 and pick the lady some power blossoms. You expect me to remember all that? It's not that hard. Then I returned to the village to report that they were safe now. Oh, you slew it. I can't thank you enough. They were overjoyed. Right. A delivery. Yeah. I get it. You sure? I splurged on this in an online auction. A set with a Sega Saturn console and 20 games. Takafumi. What's that? Oh, I planned on it being a surprise, but after all that talk about cutting back on unnecessary spending, I wonder if he'll get mad. Here. What? Which is it? It's a little bit early, but happy birthday, Uncle. Yours is November 30th, right? Ah, it's got Guardian Heroes, too. Want to play? I had word for nothing. Sure. Wow, look at that. A Sega console could never be considered unnecessary spending to him. November 2017. Winter is coming. All right. Very interesting. I quite like that chapter. It was first place in reader polls. Eve burst error. All right. So, as I have said before, this is a really interesting manga. 𝒂𝒐𝒍. So, I would like to tell you viewers, may you be blessed and farewell.